Good morning. The ceremony will begin in 10 minutes. Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Executive Associate Dean David Hoffman. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the University of Illinois Chicago College of Liberal Arts and Sciences Spring 2025 Commencement Ceremony. Today's absolutely wonderful music is provided by the UIC Wind Ensemble under the direction of Serena Warren and Nicholas Carlson. This commencement brings together members of the University of Illinois Chicago family, students, college administration, faculty and staff, relatives, alumni, and friends. Before we begin today's ceremony, to assure that everyone enjoys this meaningful event, would you please take a moment now to turn off or mute, either way, any electronic devices that may detract from the ceremony. All right, we're done, right? We got it? All right, thank you. At this time, I present to you the administration of the University of Illinois Chicago and of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. I now present to you members of our distinguished faculty. Everyone, please rise as you are able and join us in singing the national anthem, led by Bella Diaz, a student of the College of Architecture, Design, and the Arts. The words will be projected on the screen.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Now, it is my privilege to introduce the Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Lisa A. Freeman. Lisa A. Freeman is the Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and Professor of English at the University of Illinois, Chicago, where she has also served as interim dean and head of the English department. As dean, she is responsible for the faculty, students, and staff, as well as all academic programs and scholarly research across the 25 departments that comprise the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. She graduated from the University of Pennsylvania with a BA in psychology and an MA and PhD in English.
Thank you, Dean Hoffman. It is my great honor today to welcome all of you to UIC to celebrate the class of 2025. Congratulations, you made it. Give yourselves a round of applause. So I'm just going to say I think LAS can do a lot better. We are the biggest college, this is the biggest graduation, and we should be making the biggest noise. So let's show that LAS is in the house. That was much better, much, much better. I also want to wish all of the moms here today a very happy Mother's Day. And to my own mother, who is live streaming right now, happy Mother's Day. Mom, I'll see you soon, and I love you. We are here today to celebrate, to lift up, and to recognize the excellence and achievements represented by the many graduates in this arena. Commencement ceremonies are momentous in that they provide the formal occasion to mark and make meaningful one of the most significant milestones in our lives and to acknowledge all it has taken to get to this point in your journey. You have all had to work hard and study hard, and you have relied along the way on the support and care of your family, friends, teachers, and community. Taken as a whole, this is a shared achievement in which no one stands alone, and yet each individual graduate is unique and uniquely gifted. Throughout the school year, I meet with the students who serve on the LAS Student Advisory Board, some of whom are graduating today. And together we discussed the many things that concern UIC students, from choosing a major, to what to do after college, to the challenges of the world we live in, and the point of a liberal arts and sciences education. In a world of vast uncertainty, with higher education and scientific research under attack, and with the social fabric of our democracy fraying, it is important to remind you one last time that as a student in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, you have been prepared to fight prejudice and fear with empirical truth and hard-won knowledge. To think critically from multiple perspectives to solve difficult problems, to engage and appreciate different persons and cultures, and to respect the dignity and integrity of every human being. I call these the capacities that are, in essence, the secret weapon of our liberal arts and sciences education. The undergirding understanding and preparation that will enable you, no matter what your major, to meet the challenges of the 21st century and to adapt to change as you inevitably will need to do. Our science majors have learned how to study the world from the nano to the macro scale, from microbes and chemical bonds to understanding geological time and weather patterns. Our humanities majors have learned the craft of story and argument, writing and communication to bridge gaps and heal divisions, to understand the history of human cultures and the philosophies standing behind them. And our social science and interdisciplinary majors have learned how social, economic, and political systems affect us, how we organize for change, and how to work for a more equitable and just world. These divisions mark the particular fields of knowledge with which you have engaged deeply. But supporting these particular knowledges and understandings are the shared capacities that you have consistently developed over the course of your time. Capacities that have prepared you, as I noted earlier, to be fully informed participants in the world around you, able to step out of your comfort zone to meet the hardest challenges of the present and solve the hardest problems of the future. I'll close my remarks by reflecting on one of the most moving novels I have read in a very long time, Samantha Harvey's Booker Prize-winning novel, Orbital, which encompasses for me a great deal of what it means to be a student of liberal arts and sciences. Virtuosic, eloquent, and meditative, Orbital depicts a day in the life of 6 astronauts on the International Space Station, a 24-hour period in which they orbit the Earth 16 times, experiencing 16 sunrises and 16 sunsets in a single day. Each from a different nation, these men and women hurtle through space at astonishing speed, 17,500 miles above the Earth. The novel allows us access to their individual thoughts, feelings, and reflections, even as it dwells on the pursuits of scientific discovery and the marvels of human intelligence and human ingenuity. Over the course of the novel, 2 intertwined themes emerge: the vulnerabilities of human life and the fragility of our planet. Together, these astronauts contend with the daunting realization of how small we are in this universe to forge a community in space as they live and work alongside one another in sympathy and with empathy. As they attend to their individual tasks across the day, they also come to understand and recognize their profound interdependency and, across all of their differences, their common humanity. As the narrator writes, whatever they were before they came, whatever their differences in training or background, in motive or character, whatever country they hail from, and however their nations clash, they are equalized here by the delicate might of their spaceship. They are a choreographing of movements and functions of the ship's body as it enacts its perfect choreography of the planet. Members of the class of 2025, Whatever your training or background, you too are part of this perfect choreography of the planet, this great wide world of wonder and beauty, of duty and responsibility, of joy and of compassion. You too are part of the community of knowledge and care that has been forged across LAS, and you should take that with you and allow it to sustain you long after today. I look forward to hearing where your many journeys around the sun take you, and hope you will come back and visit us often. Congratulations once again to the LAS class of 2025. I would now like to introduce Dr. Nicholas Jones, Executive Vice President of the University of Illinois System. Dr. Nicholas Jones is the Executive Vice President and Vice President for Academic Affairs of the University of Illinois System. Dr. Jones works closely with the chancellors and provosts of the Urbana-Champaign, Chicago, and Springfield universities in defining and shaping academic priorities and directions for the system, providing advice on important academic policy and budgetary issues, and spearheading system-wide academic initiatives. In addition, he works closely with the president to advocate for the U of I system across the state and the nation by building connections with legislatures, funding agencies, and leaders in higher education and industry. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Jones.
Thank you, and good morning, and a special good morning to all the mums who are present here today. I'm honored to be here to help you celebrate a day that you will remember for the rest of your lives, along with the family members and friends who have joined you here today. If you follow the news these days, it might seem that there's a cloud hanging over higher education. I am here to tell you, clouds come, clouds go. Universities are long-standing pillars of society, and we are key to this nation's ongoing success. UIC is still here. The University of Illinois system is still here, and we are not going anywhere. We believe in our mission in the strongest possible terms, and we believe in you. This is your day. We are here to recognize all that you have accomplished and all that you will accomplish. On behalf of everyone across the entire University of Illinois system, congratulations to the new University of Illinois Chicago graduates in liberal arts and sciences. Go ahead and give yourselves another round of applause. It may feel like it's the finish line of a long race, and in some ways that's true. You have studied and worked and teamed up with your classmates to achieve your goals and reach this incredible moment in your lives. However, as a commencement speaker, I am obligated to tell you that your journey is just beginning. Even if you feel you have a strong sense of where you are headed in your professional and personal lives, the decisions that you make along the road will be informed by your experiences along the way. This day and this degree are simply the first steps of that journey of discovery. A brilliant theoretical physicist named Richard Feynman was on the faculty of Caltech during my graduate studies. If you've seen the movie Oppenheimer, He was the guy playing the bongo drums. Rather than use this occasion to talk physics with you, I thought I would share a couple of his kernels of wisdom, one of a more general nature than physics. You all have much more to learn. Feynman said, "Study hard what interests you in the most undisciplined, irreverent, and original manner possible. Opportunities abound to accomplish good things in this world, to find success and fulfillment in your personal and professional lives. Believe in yourself, of course, but also believe in the virtuosity of helping others who may not be as fortunate as ourselves. Keep a perspective and remain humble, even in areas where you become an expert or even the expert." Feynman again. "I would rather have questions that can't be answered than answers that can't be questioned." As your journey takes its inevitable twists and turns, keep in mind that you are joining a network of 344,000 UIC alumni. There may be times where you could benefit from the experiences of those who preceded you down this path. They are just a mouse click away. Your whole UIC family is incredibly proud of who you are and what you've accomplished. So please keep in touch with us. We cannot wait to see the many ways that you will achieve success in this world. And please do always remember, facts still matter. The truth still matters. Equity still matters. And integrity matters. You are capable of accomplishing wondrous deeds if you stay true to your values in pursuit of your dreams. To that end, let me share some lines from one of my favorite songs, a reference that might be more familiar to the parents and faculty in the room. It's from a song by a guy named Bruce Springsteen. Yes. The song is Jungle Land, and it's on the album Born to Run. The lyric reads, "And the poets down here don't write nothing at all. They just stand back and let it all be." Okay, we'll forgive the boss the poor grammar for the moment, but when the times come, and they will come, we all need you to not stand back and let it all be. Let your integrity be on full display. Let your voices be heard, and let your deeds speak loudly. My parting words. In New Zealand, the traditions of the Maori people are an integral part of the nation's persona. At appropriate moments, we like to draw upon powerful Maori phrases that encapsulate a message of strength, courage, and perseverance. One of my favorite phrases is kia kaha, which kind of translates to stay strong, a call to resilience and endurance in the face of adversity. So I say to you all, kia kaha, be strong and be brave and steadfast. Today is your day, and I am thrilled to be a small part of it. Enjoy every minute. Thank your family and friends for their boundless support, and share your smiles with the world. Above all, remember this day and the amazing and deserved feeling of accomplishment that comes with commencement. Congratulations again on this outstanding achievement.
It is now my pleasure to introduce UIC's Chancellor, Dr. Marilyn Miranda, a nationally renowned leader in higher education and an expert in geospatial health informatics. Dr. Miranda takes pride in leading Chicago's largest and only public research university. She champions a vision that prioritizes the success of students, and she is deeply committed to faculty excellence, transformative research, and innovation. Her leadership broadens UIC's impact and deepens its engagement with the many communities it proudly serves. Please welcome Dr. Marilyn Miranda.
Thank you, Dean Freeman, for that kind introduction. My mother is not watching this live stream. She's having brunch with my brothers. I'm delighted to welcome all of you, family, friends, honored guests, faculty, and staff, and especially our graduates, to UIC's 2025 May commencement ceremony. So I also have got to, I'm a mother, I've got to give a big shout out to the mothers in the audience. Here we go. So when my children were young, my mother helped me a lot, and I used to always say there's a special place in heaven for grandmothers, and she would smile and say, "You'll see." And then I became a grandmother myself in the past few months, and I discovered that we don't have to go to heaven because our special place, which feels just like heaven, is every moment that we spend with our grandchildren. So even bigger shout out to the grandparents in the house. UIC's mission is to provide the broadest access to the highest levels of educational, research, and clinical excellence. That's our mission, and our mission is our superpower. Now, I love the idea of having a superpower. My children were young when the animated film The Incredibles came out. I'm hoping you've seen it. Who's seen The Incredibles? Okay. It's good, because the speech is kind of dependent upon you having seen The Incredibles. So we loved that movie. We watched it over and over again, and annoyingly, my son called me Edna for about a year. We used to talk at length about if we had a superpower, what would we want that superpower to be? Flying, incredible strength, shape-shifting, invisibility. And also, we just loved quoting Frozone, saying, "Where's my super suit?" While I don't personally have a superpower, UIC does. Our shared mission is our superpower. Our dual mission of access and excellence accelerates student success and social mobility. And we are increasingly being recognized for that. We are ranked #1 in the state of Illinois for social mobility and #10 nationally amongst all universities for social mobility. In addition, the Carnegie Foundation recently designated UIC as an opportunity university, recognizing us for our success in providing both higher access to education and higher earnings after graduation. All of the people in this room, but especially the graduates in front of us, you give us our superpower. Each of our graduates has brought our mission to life. Your success here today proves that access and excellence can and should exist in the same place at the same time, and don't let anyone tell you any differently. You know, we often find we often find ourselves wondering whether we're making the right choices in life. After all, life is full of choices. Which school should I attend? What should I study? What job should I take? we constantly wonder and think about whether we are making the right choice. Let me offer you an alternative way to think about choices. Instead of focusing on whether you're making the right choice, consider instead how you are making your choices right. What do I mean by that? Your success, your fulfillment, your impact on the world, they are determined by the decisions you make, but they are shaped much more profoundly by what you do in your daily lives to make the most out of the choices you've already made. This mindset isn't always easy. It requires resilience in the face of setbacks, creativity in the face of challenges, and the courage to keep pushing forward when the path ahead is uncertain. I want to tell you a story from this past December. It had been a very long week. I just wanted to go to the gym, clear my head out, refresh myself physically. I worked out really hard. I was feeling great. It felt like a great choice. On the way back, however, from the gym, I tripped on an uneven part of the sidewalk and went flying, and not like a superhero. Knocked the wind out of myself, sprained my left wrist and my right thumb, and all of this right after going to the gym, which just didn't seem fair. So the lesson here was that sometimes, no matter how many good choices you make, life just literally smashes you into the ground. Honestly, that was a good reminder coming as we headed into the spring semester, because this semester, we have been tested. Circumstances are trying to knock us down. We have battled cuts to research funding, attempts to reduce federal funding more broadly to higher education, revocation of international student visas, attacks on in-state tuition for undocumented students, and general hostility toward the beautiful, rich, and varied culture that is UIC. But with all those good... This is graduation ceremony 13 for me, sorry. But with all those good choices we have been making together, and with all the strength we have built together, and with all the good people who lean in to help, we keep getting back up. We never stray from our conviction that everyone, rich, poor, black, brown, white, rural, urban, everyone deserves an excellent education. And we prove every day in our hospitals and clinics that everyone deserves world-class health care. Because that's what we do at UIC. When we get knocked down, we use our superpower and we make the choice to get back up. Was UIC the right choice for you? Well, you're here today at Commencement, and that tells me a lot about the extraordinary choices you've made. You chose to work hard, to learn from setbacks, and to shape your own path. You decided what to study, who to surround yourself with, and where to direct your future. Every one of those choices led you to this moment, and we are incredibly proud of you. So, as some of you may know, I am a beekeeper. Honeybees are the most charming creatures. They work tirelessly and cooperatively to build their communities. Bees are architects, communicators, and collaborators, each playing a vital role in the collective success of the hive and the local environment. They are really good at geometry, and while I was watching you for 30 seconds trying to figure out which way your sash went a little while ago, all I could think of was, I wish my bees were here to help you. You know who I'm talking about. They also produce honey, which I consider to be the most exquisite substance on earth. Like the bee, each of you plays a vital role in the broader world. Your dedication, your drive for excellence, and your commitment to make your choices right will shape your future and influence the lives of those around you. As you leave our campus, you will join a community of over 344,000 UIC alumni. Rely on them, rely on each other. Take UIC's superpower with you and join it with your own superpowers. They'll serve as a strong foundation for this next stage of your journey, and you'll never have to ask, "Where's my super suit?" because you will be wearing it all the time. Congratulations once again to the graduates of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. I am so proud of all 1,531 of you.
As I said, the biggest and the very best. It is my distinct pleasure now to introduce our 2025 commencement speaker, UIC and LAS Distinguished Professor of Latin American and Latino Studies, Dr. Maria de Los Angeles Torres, Professor of Latin American, that's right, Latin American and Latino Studies and leading scholar on immigration, Cuban studies, and U.S.-Cuban relations. Professor Torres has written extensively on Latinos, Cuba, and Cuban exiles, politics and identity, immigration and culture, and has authored In the Land of Mirrors, The Politics of Cuban Exiles in the United States, The Lost Apple, Operation Pedro Pan, Cuban Children in the U.S., and The Promise of a Better Future, and most recently, Time and Democracy in Cuban Thought, The Elusive Present. She has co-authored Citizens in the Present, Civically Engaged Youth in the Americas, edited by Heart de Memoria, Cuban Women's Journeys in and Out of Exile, and co-edited Borderless Borders, Latinos, Latin America, and the Paradoxes of Interdependence, and Global Cities and Immigrants, The Case of Chicago and Madrid. She is currently working on a new book, Democratizing the Past, Cubans Remember the Angolan Civil War, partially funded by a National Endowment for the Humanities Award and UIC's Research Fund. She has a long list of published articles and chapters on various topics. Dr. Torres is an interdisciplinary scholar who has also contributed to the arts and was a co-principal investigator of a National Endowment for the Arts project that developed the Chicago Latino Art Virtual Gallery and a depository of 100 years of Latino art in Chicago. She has served on the board of advisors at the Goodman Theater and was a dramaturg for the Chicago Shakespeare Theater. Professor Torres's distinguished work and scholarly endeavors have been supported by the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, Joyce Foundation, National Endowment for the Arts, National Science Foundation, W.K. Kellogg Foundation, Chicago Community Trust, Russell Sage, Rockefeller Foundation, and Ford Foundation. That is a long, incredible list. She has served as director of both the UIC Department of Latin American and Latino Studies and the Inter-University Program for Latino Research. She was also the principal investigator for a Mellon Inter-University Program for a Latino Research Dissertation Completion Project, which ran for 9 years and successfully supported the completion of 54 dissertations in Latino humanities and the placement of graduates into the academic workforce. She is presently principal investigator for a Mellon Foundation national program, Crossing Latinidades, a program of the Alliance of Hispanic Serving Research Universities, a group she helped found. The initial 3-year grant has recently been extended for another 3 years. Almost 200 students will receive support in formulating their dissertation proposals, defending them, obtaining research experience, and receiving professionalization workshops. Dr. Torres has been a driving force at the University of Illinois, most notably as a participant in the creation of the Master of Arts in Latin American and Latino Studies, and in organizing the Alliance, a national network of Hispanic-serving research universities. Throughout her career, Professor Torres has also worked to share her knowledge with the public by writing essays and appearing in news programs. Her commitment to public service has included serving on the boards of the Illinois Humanities Council, transition teams to Presidents Obama and Biden, and as executive director to the Mayor's Commission on Latino Affairs. In short, it is a true honor to welcome my colleague, Professor Torres, here today to deliver remarks to the class of 2025. Professor Torres.
All right. First of all, I want to thank you, Lisa, for the honor of addressing this college's graduation class. Class of 2025, congratulations for reaching graduation, an important milestone, as all of us have noted here, in your life journey of learning. Today, we celebrate your hard work, and we recognize the support that many of you have had from your families, professors, our staff, and your fellow students. And I have to say congratulations and happy Mother's Day to all the proud mothers in the room. Can we? And grandmothers. I've thought a lot about what I wanted to say today. For a couple of months I've been thinking about this. So I've decided to talk a little bit about how I got here and also the challenges that you're going to be facing. What I share with you today comes from my experiences as a child refugee from Cuba, my growing up in Texas, and my scholarship, which has been shaped by these circumstances. Authoritarianism dislocated my family from Cuba, and the racism we faced in Texas and elsewhere in the United States tried to limit the opportunities that we had. But thanks to the efforts of many activists, I was given the opportunity to attend the University of Michigan and then go on to become the first Latino full professor in political science in the country and a distinguished professor at UIC, the one I am most proud of because of you. But here's the but, okay? Many of the principles and institutions that got me and you here today are under attack and are being dismantled. Leaders of our government are unilaterally attempting to limit who's entitled to have a voice in our society, who gets educated, and they're stripping many people of their rights. They're openly refusing to obey the courts and the Constitution. Furthermore, there's an ongoing effort to demolish the essential institutions of democracy, including universities like ours, by privatizing and encouraging profiteering in all of society. Class of 2025, you are facing some of the most difficult challenges we have seen in decades. However, it is important to remember that challenges bring opportunities to reset the world around us. Democracy is under attack here and across the globe. Many have described this as evidencing not only the decline of the United States empire, but perhaps the decline of democracies worldwide. The rise and fall of empires throughout the world are part of our histories. And indeed, there are parallels between other empires and the US today. Tracing their trajectories can help us understand the moment that we're living, as well as what actions we can take to build economically prosperous, socially just, and open societies. Consider an example of the Roman Empire. We could have picked a lot of them, but let's talk about the Roman Empire. Once the mightiest society in the world, its rise was accompanied by wars which conquered immense territories and colonized many people. At its zenith, it included almost all continental Europe, most of the Middle East, and all the coastal areas around the Mediterranean Sea. Like all empires, the Roman one eventually ended in the latter part of the 5th century, 450 years after it began. Not really a long time in terms of our histories. Its decline included great turmoil, the breakdown of institutions, increased corruption, the persecution of religious and ethnic groups that challenged its waning authority. While the term Dark Ages is debated, it roughly refers to this period of decline during the Middle Ages in Europe. There was one notable exception during this time, Spain. There, various monarchs allowed for a relative high degree of religious and intellectual freedom. As a result, Muslim, Jewish, and Christian scholars contributed to the sort of Spanish Renaissance, For instance, Caliph al-Hakam II, a 10th century Muslim ruler of Córdoba in southern Spain, established the largest library in the world, paving the world for other libraries to emerge. And the extraordinary writings of Maimonides, a visionary 12th century Jewish physician and philosopher, guided health policies, many which are still applicable today. Diverse ideas were cherished, and rather than darkness, the light of multiculturalism illuminated that part of the world. The Renaissance followed the Middle Ages and lasted roughly from the 14th to the 16th century. Its dominant philosophy placed humans at the center of artistic and scientific creation. Well, really men, because it took about another 3 centuries to get women in there too. But since humans could generate new knowledge, they were seen as unique and above the rest of above nature. In the 16th century, the Reformation challenged the authority of the Catholic Church with calls for a separation of church and state. From the 17th to the 19th century, the Enlightenment questioned the rule of monarchs. Anti-monarchical movements sprung up throughout the world, including the French and the American revolutions. This period saw the creation of representative government as well as concepts of individual rights and liberties founded on the idea that all men were created equal. Unbridled progress towards the future made an integral part of what we have called modernity. These ideas were unquestionably profound and revolutionary, but they also had severe limits, in which many have resulted in disastrous consequences. Separating humans and placing us above nature and the blind pursuit of progress have resulted in devastating practices that are destroying our planet. The emphasis on individualism ignored the importance of communities. The privileging of the scientific method disregarded other ways of knowing. And while equality was heralded, not all were considered equal. Differences in culture, place of origin, physical appearance, to name a few, were used to construct social hierarchies. These ideas also justified colonization of many parts of the world as they characterized the inhabitants of conquered lands as lesser human beings, which in turn provided a justification for plunder and enslavement. The inevitable tensions attendant to this subjugation and exploitation led to the anti-colonial rebellions of the 19th and the 20th century. The 20th century also experienced regional conflicts in Europe and Asia that grew into world wars. The United States emerged from these as a victorious leader, in part because of its steel industries attached to car and war manufacturing. But Russia and China also competed for international influence, leading to what was known as the Cold War, a dynamic which was essentially fought through proxies throughout the world in wars that were not at all cold. I'm studying one of these proxy wars now, the Civil War, which followed the Portuguese colonial withdrawal from Angola, a war in which over 1 million, I repeat, 1 million people lost their lives. The Vietnam War is yet another example closer to home. The 1950s and into the 70s was a period of rapid economic growth and prosperity in the United States. But while the United States preached democracy abroad, it maintained stark inequalities at home. Demands for political and social inclusion and rights for all, including immigrants regardless of status, guided the civil rights movement. And voting rights, equal employment, and educational opportunities expanded. These struggles produced, among other things, a marked uptick of the presence of women, blacks, Latinos, and others entering universities like ours. We began to question curricula that excluded our histories. We built gender, race, and ethnic studies, and disciplines began to change. We are now experiencing a harsh backlash to these accomplishments. This backlash is also part of a reaction to the impact of multiple developments. Globalization questions the logic of nation states. New technologies are profoundly changing the ways we live and work. And global pandemic brought isolation and despair during the first years of this decade. These forces have resulted in deep anxieties and insecurities that have been channeled into authoritarian nativist movements worldwide that thrive on fear and hate, particularly of immigrants. In the United States, this hate is also shaped by a long history of colonization and enslavement, which embeds a virulent racist component to this nativism. We're quickly learning as a society what many of us, I think, here have already experienced individually and in our own family histories. The fragility of institutions we have taken for granted. My husband's parents traced their family histories back 500 years in what we know today as Austria. Yet in 1938, they had to flee to Chicago when the Nazis annexed Austria, quickly rounding up about 70,000 Austrian Jews, almost all of whom were tortured and murdered in Auschwitz and other death camps, including my husband's grandmother and aunt. 10 years later, my nephew's grandparents were forcibly torn by the Nakba from their home in Haifa, Palestine, a place where their ancestors had lived centuries. And in 1961, my own family, who has over 5 generations of relatives buried in Cuba, fled the island after the revolution they risked their lives for betrayed its promises of democracy and social justice. Firing squads and long prison terms were used to silence dissent. Elections and the Constitution were suspended by a strong leader who mobilized people with rhetoric of fear and governed by issuing executive orders. Does that sound familiar? But we are not strangers to political crisis, dislocations, and losses. All of you, because of the moment you're living, your lived experiences, and now your college degrees, are uniquely poised to help rethink and update the Renaissance and the Enlightenment beyond their inherent limit. This takes time, but thoughtful and deliberate actions can contribute to rebuilding this process. I would like to close by proposing 6 actions, all of them subversive and essential in the moment we are living, that can contribute to this massive task. First, remember the past. Never forget what we have lived, even as it is being erased from our curricula. Think critically, analytically, and both with your heart and your mind, and have the courage to speak your ideas. Respect others. The differences amongst us should not be feared, but rather cherished as the wonder of human beings. Connect and understand that we are an integral part of nature. Be kind. There are cities and states in the United States today that have criminalized kindness. Instead, lend a hand to a homeless person, aid immigrants who are being persecuted, reach out to the most vulnerable amongst us. Last, but certainly not least, take joy in life and in human creativity. Life is a gift, even in the hardest of times. Love your families, relish your friends, and enjoy the wonders of human creations in the arts, sciences, literature, and music. Today, take joy in your accomplishments. Congratulations, class of 2025. Yeah. You are now alumni of the University of Illinois in Chicago, your alma mater. Go forth and build a more just and inclusive world. Thank you y muchas gracias.
Thank you, Professor Torres, for that inspiring address, and thank you for being such an amazing colleague and leader in LAS. And just one note to all the graduates, you're not officially an alum until you turn your tassel to the left, and that comes at the very end. It is now my privilege to introduce the Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs at UIC, Dr. Karen Colley. Dr. Colley was appointed Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs in July 2023, following 2 terms of service as acting provost, 6 months as interim university librarian and dean of libraries, and a decade of leadership as dean of the Graduate College. As dean of the Graduate College from 2012 to 2022, Dr. Colley focused on her efforts on supporting historically underserved and underrepresented students during their transition into graduate school and beyond. Dr. Colley is a professor of biochemistry and molecular genetics in the College of Medicine. She received her bachelor's degree in chemistry from Duke University and her PhD in biochemistry from Washington University in St. Louis. Please join me in welcoming Professor Colley.
Great teachers are the heart of a great university. The University of Illinois Chicago annually recognizes and honors its outstanding faculty. Recipients of the Silver Circle Award are selected by our students who honor those who have taught them with distinction. I will announce this year's winners in alphabetical order. When I call your name, please come forward to accept your award. Our first awardee is Jennifer Cabrelli, Associate Professor in Hispanic and Italian Studies. Next, Chiara Fabian, Clinical Professor of Hispanic and Italian Studies. Unfortunately, Professor Fabian is unable to attend this morning, but we will get her her award. Next, Alexandra Domenici Hansen, Lecturer, Biological Sciences. Jennifer Paida Di Lao, Clinical Associate Professor, Mathematics, Statistics, and Computer Science. Next, Alex Keenath, Assistant Professor of Psychology. And our final awardee, Lita Sachs, Clinical Assistant Professor from Anthropology.
UIC recognizes graduates who have distinguished themselves in various ways during their academic careers. Will the following students please rise and remain standing as you are able? Graduates who have been members of the Honors College as designated by the gold stoles you wear. Graduates with high academic achievements, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude as designated by the gold, silver, and bronze cords. Graduates who have earned college honors, graduates who have earned departmental distinction, and graduates who have earned admission to an academic honor society. Everyone, please join me in applauding these outstanding graduates. Please be seated. We have now come to the high point of our commencement, presentation of our degree candidates. As our students prepare to cross the stage, let's recognize those who couldn't be here today but are watching this event from locations around the world. Please join me in congratulating them with a round of applause. For those graduates here today, your name recording will play as you cross the stage. In the event of a technical difficulty, your name will be read. Please be patient to ensure that everyone has the best experience possible. After you cross the stage, please return to your seats to celebrate with your fellow graduates for the remainder of the ceremony. Only after the last person crosses the stage will we officially confer your degrees and you will officially become UIC graduates. Be sure to remain at your seat for this very important moment as you become UIC alumni.
Timothy Randolph Becker. Catherine Vivian Jackson. Global Asian Studies. Kekulalani Jasmine Ke'auli'i.
Breen Violet Tolentino.
Isabella A. Grider. Kayla Rose Barnett. Germanic Studies.
Andrew Modaff. Cheyenne G. Otto. Anna Volkova. Sheila Saima Vera.
Toyibu Ajasa Lasisi.
Sainab Tijani.
Grace Ann Jones. Mirail Solang Jumesi Mbumba. Latin American and Latino Studies. Anissa Simone Camacho.
Christina Marie Mendoza.
Julia Kaufman.
Hugo Rodriguez.
Adil Moazam Lokandwala.
Sophia Martinez.
Montserrat Garcia. Linguistics. Cullen Mitchell Borowski.
Wasim Sawel. Michelle Perez. Joshua T. Pakala. Micaiah Williams.
Classical Studies. Alec Brenneman.
Catherine Pope Keegan.
Akash Basavaraju.
Caitlin Elise Romaker.
Anthropology.
Noemi Araceli Trujillo.
Krista Hernandez.
Kaimora Penaloza. Isabel Mendez. Morasia A. Thomas.
Nihal Eken. Physics.
Paul Sackman.
Christopher Lawrence Izzo.
Gabriel Ruiz.
Efrain Alvarado. Cal R. Forsman.
David Elliott Minshaw. Grant D. Miller.
Nicholas Ryan Serwinski. Syed Farhan Abid. Sociology. Aide Hernandez.
Zaira Perez. Esmeralda Valadez. Carla Martinez.
Samantha Amaro. Andrea Lagunas.
Rowan Soare.
Julian Gavant Bedrosian.
Julia Hope Williams.
Rahima K. Chuta. Joya A. Canning.
Montserrat Nicole Segura. Nicole Alejandra Peña. Janna Rosa.
Earth and Environmental Sciences.
Nyla Aline Williams.
Maria Louise Garcia Kinsig.
Adrian Adal Villafranca.
Taylor Marie Finn. Abdullah Hassan Alaidros. Gerardo Ayala. Hannah R. Gniffel. Martin Gonzalez.
Kaylee Jocelyn Savitsky. Melissa Guadalupe Martinez. Soraya S. Masumi. Laura P. Perez. Megan Odie.
Julia Godin.
Zora Kennedy Nicole Shannon. Kayla R. Snyder.
History. Caroline Edith Campbell.
Isra K. Mohammed.
Shafa Abdelaziz.
Carlo Ferrer.
Ulises Macias Guerrero. Liz Warren Rathburn.
Dakota Rudy Frerking.
Jelani Amiri Scott Childress. Madeline C. Yatvin.
Aya Kudaimi.
Ana Mari Velasquez.
David Ponce.
Madison Milan Tatum. Marcos Sanchez. Lucy Jane West.
Colin Guy Goss. Kenneth Peter Cornelius Allen.
Ian Zeitlin.
Brett Paul Hying.
Matthew David Smith. Jose Armando Mancia. Dylan Patrick Morris.
Jacqueline J. Canales. Diana Janowski. Carolina Maria Lichtvan.
Diego Sam.
Carolina Marlene Herrera.
Marcin Negrete. Catherine E. O'Brien. Daniel C. Okafo.
Tamara Vanessa Houghton. Economics.
Jeffrey Munoz. Abdul Fahim Mohammed.
Christina Bernabe. Aditya Baju Narayanan. Alejandro Andrade. Sebastian Kowalczyk. Isaiah Calderon. Oliver Daniel Ledecky.
Amin Mohammed Raza.
Juan Cervantes. Sang Bin Lee. Phuong Thu Lei.
Enrique Jose Sanabria.
Monica Krasauskas. Fjorda Kalu. Reda Abbas Esar. Yanni M. Burga. Christina Marie Elu.
Chunyan Wu. Badia Mansour Saad.
Xinyuan Liu. Dog Alexander Linskog. Nur A. Elaga. Taylor Ann Cloha Sandage. Kathleen Therese Thursby Burke.
Christina Somig. Zachary John Terzich. Alexander C. Mark.
Fahad Kaliwi S. Alkiliwi. Xochitl Isamara Lopez Espinosa. Joshua Hyman.
Roma Francis Ripani. Calvin William Moses.
Joao Ricardo Barbosa de Toledo.
Ria Hormis Tharakan. Juhi Soni.
Raul Arellano. Angel Abel Lopez.
Priya Shah. Rishi Patel. Mayu Ushio.
Albert Jesus Arias. Christy Marie Jackson.
Rachel Yinjie Tan.
LaShawn Steve Anderson. Alejandro Hernandez. Hispanic and Italian Studies.
Andrea Magana.
Maria Castillo Garcia. Brenda Corona Leon.
Oscar E. Suarez.
Maria Fulgencio.
Monica Navarro. Sebastian Moscoso. Victor Manuel Pina Ferreira.
Jonathan Antunez das Dores.
Enrique Ortiz. Colton Stott Seaman.
Isabella Silva Depew.
Bianca Miguel.
Eileen Ashik.
Christian C. Visperas. Lina Marcela Rodriguez Arias.
Cecilia Dorothy Alice Galicia.
Litsi M. Segura.
Dana Nicole Jaramillo Arevalo. Jesus F. Diaz. Reagan Mariela Dime. Leah Isabella Cobos. Political Science.
Carolina Zofia Voidila.
Adrian Chung.
Luke Gregory Wiesner.
Michael Sarkis Krikorian. Abdulrahman Al-Fawaqa.
Mahed Kaiser.
Hiba Anwar Dihan.
Jeremy Rivera.
Aria Ann Marie Brown. Mohammed A. Juma.
Noor Ulain Salim Mirza.
Vanessa Lopez.
Edgard Silva Neto.
Jasmine Acevedo. Anthony Cruz.
Mina Tafolar. Autumn Quinn Mackesy. Mina Tafolar. Alexandra Martinez.
Sabrina Chervinska. Thorita Borozdin.
Reese Christine Peterson.
Isabella Casimiro.
Camila Anayi Rojas.
Isabella Agostinelli Brown. Patricia Marie Georgiou. Matthew Christian Cortesero. Jonathan Nutchacon Charunkul.
Aliyah Zara Zaidi.
Guadalupe C. Cuellar.
Carolina Ortiz.
Jacqueline Hinojosa Fuentes. Sara Dizdarovich.
Chloe Lavetta Young. Tabitha Eve Wagner.
Dream Cannon.
Efraín Rojas. Cynthia Romero Silva. Sofia Sanchez.
Nisreen Beda. Asher A. Khan.
Arsenio Yu. Emilia Valeria Morales.
Hikmet Azim Ismailov. Miankai Bachalun.
Asen Yilmaz Turkmen.
Jericho Christian Bernal. Amina Rafat Ahmed. Owen C. Garrett.
Hassan Rana. Nicole G. Ozark.
Communication.
Paulina Getsemani Segovia.
Mendik Ali.
Jennifer Trendafilov.
Ava Elizabeth Adams.
Natalia Anay Madrigal.
Ana Jacqueline Flores Alcocer. Christian Alvarez. Ankitha Jada.
Kelly Gianna Mangus. Hannah Nicholson.
Froilan Arellano. Alexander M. Hartley.
Lisbeth Ortiz. Vanessa Rodriguez.
Julissa Kahwe. Piper Elizabeth Howard.
Gracie Lynn Polchan.
Carson Taden Gunn. Nina Canano. Mina Amir Ahmed. Samuel Yos.
Montserrat Rizzo. Gianna Mercado Marrero. Chrysalis Ruiz.
Allison Conwell. Estrella Liseth Estrada. Nicole A. Aloya.
Alan Villagomez. Salvador Rosas. Leonel Tello. Stefania Marilu Munoz.
Hazel Ileana Dabdoob.
Olivia Diejong Wilbrand.
Camille Marine Belberca Aries.
Marisol Sanchez.
Mary Rochelle Kifarkis. Daniel Jang. Esteban Alducin Borges.
Valentina Pantoja. Jacob R. Struchin.
Neil Joseph Bowie. Elliot Fuller. Monique Isabella Alonso.
Ethan Jeremiah Pickett.
Rachel Darbrough. Julia Marie Castillo. Jenna R. Farkas. Chemistry, Jose Maria Lanto Lopez. Jackson James Loftus.
Rushi Shailesh Kumar Patel.
Matthew Bennett. Karnig Shah. Arij Halima Ahmed.
Anthony Salgado. Abigail Rodriguez.
Sochi Lopez.
Asela Mariam Muhammad. Kunwar Partap Singh. Filza Zaman. Diana Munasser.
Katie Fang. Akshay Amol Dalvi. Fatu Demba Jum.
George Nicholas Panomitros. Olesia Merzic. Katerina Velko.
Michael Bolanovsky. Yu Jielian. Anna Gontar. Ajin Kim.
Jane Nguyen.
Aaron E. Gorney.
Elaine Wynn.
Mary Alice Catan.
Mirella Josette Pesigan Rivera.
Rohan Chaudhary. Megan Elizabeth Gordon. Saloni Asha Bidronia. Esther Adwoa Bediako. Lena Fasihi. Shiara Anjali Fernando.
Tyler M. Seputis.
Rowan Stowe Eschenroder. Arya Samir Kumar Dalal.
Fiona Esperanza Scrimmager.
Yo Jong Hong. Salma Jaimes. Diana Karen Gomez Garcia. Sydney Chang.
Chiyu Yang.
Yuet Sian Chan. Julian Gutang. Srijit Ghosh. Sayani Chanda.
Tran Dang Ming Nguyen. Quan Nguyen.
Mathematics, Statistics, and Computer Science. Vincent David Johnson.
Martin Orozco. Natalie Angelique Tejeda.
Julia Anna Lasek.
Ariana Raquel Tellez. Sarah Claire Palmentera Reed. Dayanara Zavala.
Hetasvi Chirag Giwala.
Sanu Patel. Jada Darlene Williams. Jillian N. Vo. Anthony Edwin Suarez. Donald DeJew.
Guadalupe Cruz. Walid M. Hassan.
McKenna Stashukevich.
Fatima Al-Zahra Adarat.
Sara Vucic. Kylie Michaela Undag. Maham Rahman. Shada H. Siam.
Abdullah M. Dalis.
Abil Shabu Velikara.
Joshua Daniel Esquilin. Erica Castillo. Bruno Isaac Carrillo. Samuel Russell Ayers. D'Angelo David Feliciano.
Aria A. Thamavongsa.
Amana Sara Gondal. Joseph J. Kang.
Robert Angelo Ugarte Reyes. Ali Raza.
Annabelle M. Barclay. Oscar Antonio Islas. Sarah M. Kissler. Elizabeth Marie Quebec. Dania Ahmad. Samantha Yvonne Juarez.
Ibrahim Tamimi.
Yo, free Palestine! Free Kashmir!
Raid Mohammed Mola. Omar Nasser Yahya.
Mohammed Hajir.
Ayush Thakar. Stephen Andrew Moy.
Amir Saeed Hanan. Samuel G. Kubata.
William Dunn Schaefer.
Aidan M. Ledesma. Raghav Bhutani. Kavel Corey Harlan. Tian Lee.
Usin Chio.
Kaylin Soriano Lugo. Allison Claire Calabrese.
Dylan Clark Rounds. Nurali Khan Orin.
Reda El Bukhari. Jia Yu Feng. Kyung Bin Ju. Subin Ju. Criminology, Law and Justice. Dionsono Rayvon de la Cruz. Samantha Marie Knezevich. Laura Mariana Emilia Lilig.
Mahin J. Puthawala. Alyssa A. Rodriguez. Alaya Jada Mendez.
Natalie M. Guzinski. Marissa Riley Berry.
Emily Suzanne Walls.
Oliver N. Loftus. Clay Aluni.
Giselle Melanie Martinez. Leslie Andrea Venegas Guerrero. Jessica Maria Wolak. Joanna Olympia Priego.
Olufunmilola Abosedi Adeniji. Alyssa Catherine Bergman.
Enga Tukostova. Cruz Alfonso Rocha.
Marvin Angel Lopez. Ahmed Al-Masri.
Roberto Peralta.
Nyanko Collins. Armani Garcia.
Jasmine Sood. Angela Cifuentes. Luis Vallejo. Natalie B. Mam. Elijah A. Morales.
Samuel Garcia.
Cameron S. Eula.
Olivia Keys. Royriel Crystal Curry. Rokaya Hussein Alvi.
Joshua James Miller.
Grace Lynn Fleming.
Vanessa Ocampo Hernandez.
Vianney Guadalupe Huizar Bautista.
Miłosz Rabesco. Stephanie Salgado.
Sabrina A. Higuera. Elizabeth Grace Canadas. Veronica Maria Canadas.
Crystal Mustache. Jovan Olandis Moore.
Dominique Jessica Fletcher.
Zoe Carol McChain.
Adrian Hernandez. Damian Banas.
Alejandro Palma Valencia.
Noah R. Gonzalez.
Daniel Pazman.
Juan Miguel Gonzalez. William A. Garcia Hernandez. Ariana Isabella Gonzalez. Isabella Gloria Gonzalez. Danieska Nicole Aleman.
Alondra Salazar Cruz. John M. McCabe. Brian A. Santizo.
Leona Nicole Caruso. Anaí Melina Leva. Maria Gitor. Miriam Abdullah. Elise Hook. Summer Ayman Abu Taleb. Nyla Samia Everett.
Jasmine Martinez. Nora Lindsay Thomas.
Taylor Foyt. Carmen Ariana Hermosillo Lopez.
Diana Mizban.
Yulisa Cantu.
Ricardo Rodriguez. Celine Keeley Schmelzer. Rosa Maria Vara.
Maria Ariola.
Leslie Guadalupe Martinez.
Mia Estela Alvarez.
Imani D. Osborne, Zenita Mustafi,
Mahad N. Ali, Osvaldo Gonzalez,
Mitchell Josh Pascua, Soledad Ugalde,
Megan Gallardo, Grace M. Lepowski, Carla Tetlali Luna,
Venus Viernes, Anika Gabrielle Marchand, Esther Moon O'Leary, Vanessa Soria, Joshua N. Vinisar,
Matthias Joseph Kraft, Milos Glogovac, Marina Grace Alikakos, Andrew Lee, Liliana Calvillo,
Megan K. O'Neill, Julianne Nguyen, Liam John Smith, Chad Armani Shariar,
Anthony Camacho, Rebecca Nicole Budrick,
Verd Rachel Siroka,
Sayana Lisa Celeste Baca, Faith Elizabeth Harris,
Arnav Sibal, Wyatt Henry Porter, Joshua M. Nava,
Eunice Castaneda, Pedro Gomez,
Ashanti Kyla Mason, Isaiah Morton, Adeline Dobrinova Staikova,
Leonel Duarte,
David Joseph Maldonado,
Ragad Dedi Elbego, Kainat M. Ali,
Alexis Ramirez,
Sarah A. Hishma, Valeria I. Aregin, Haim Kim, Vanessa Lillian Flores, Valerie Corral,
Grace Marie Stevens,
Natalie Noel Carroll,
Sophia T. Matonis,
Michael Jose Castaneda Rubalcaba, Diana Gurola, Owen Abbott,
Alicia Kim Ribeiro,
Kathy Anguiano, Skylar Marie Cerny, Psychology,
Iyadi Rico,
Leanne Chris G. Caparas, Isaiah Eder Ayala, Hannah Elizabeth Canfield,
Caitlin Nicole Zimmerman, Jada Love Misk Dean,
Jasmine Kaur, Ashley L. Cruz,
Abigail Rena Swanson,
Kathleen M. George,
Zain Mustafa,
Emma Riley Johnson,
Evelyn Grace Elizabeth Martini, Stephanie Ramos, Nimra Yusuf, Pavlo Ivanovi Oleksin, Tamara Rosalie McDonald,
Kelly M. Ferguson, Joanna Lupa,
Michaela Lynn Weber,
Iga M. Kolpinska, Jade Dolkowski,
Katrina Patrice Roberts,
Angela Gerges. Yesenia Castellanos Lomeli. Mary Barnett. Diana F. Flachusis.
Ajo Paulina Tetaje.
Yvette Luna. Iman Asif. Jennifer J. Feto. Fatima Bautista Aslam. Natalie Diane Brown. Maria Jose Galindo Gutierrez. Mina Bursak. Gabriela Luchai. Sofia Boyko.
Stephanie Ariana Miraz.
Nelly Esmeralda Brito.
Yasmin Salgado.
Julius Casanova.
Yaseline Martinez.
Devin Matthew Fleck. David Dobria. Kiana Artenis Lee. Yi Yen Chung. Isaac Corona. Mashal Bilal.
Michelle Pantoja. Alexis Jewel Varela. Tyler Jana Thompson. Adilin Vergara.
Sarah Sarang John.
Alicia Ortega.
Barry Ann K. Bremen. Luke Laurent Guerrero.
Alexa Morales. Ashley Kelly Morales Sampang.
Larissa Denise Caballas Lazaro. Litzy DePaz.
Ethan Lane Webb.
Arlette Geraldi Carino. Daniela De La Rosa.
Jocelyn Salgado.
Rishita Rajendra Kumar Gelda.
Disha Patel.
Isis Joanna Bautista.
Quetzali M. Nunez.
Mayra Gutierrez. Jermaine Umutesi Defuro. Lillian A. Angulo.
Joshua Torres. Sieda Ayraj Fatima Rizvi.
Carlos Olaf Gaitan.
Zain Raja. Jacob Trevor Orlowski. Deanne Marissa Vandebogard. Ashina A. Siddiqui.
Kimberly Michelle Arroyo.
Montserrat Pereira.
Ashley Christina Bowen. Noni Asada Crawford.
Jasmine Villagomez Guzman. Gabriela Marie Pluty. Allison N. McDaniels. Nikhil Venkat.
Natalie Rose Bransky. Dia Arif Khan. Zeenath Hyder. Sabrine Ali.
Diana E. Rea. Monica Janet Soto.
Jenna M. Hickey. Delaney Louise Burnside. Claudia Hamdan. Natalia Hernandez. Yafabea Asante. Samantha Banez.
Melissa Velich.
Isabella Deegan Iger.
Daniela Uloa. Daniela Martinez.
Yasmin E. Albandak. Jose M. Castaneda. Julissa Guzman. Jasmine Flores. Ana Cristina Lara.
Daniela Sanchez.
Samantha Andrade. Elizabeth Ann Joseph. Venice Messiah Holmes.
Kirsten Y. White. Ashley Zamudio Carrasco. Diego Guadalupe Mandujano. Jacqueline Marchon.
Brendan J. Gutierrez. Maya Loren Cabrales.
Alexandra Olvera. Samantha Celeste Reyes. Alicia Morel. Leslie Tulip.
Areli Fitz. Donna Cockler.
Iris Adamaris Quintero.
Carla A. Estrada.
Alice Schmidt.
Jennifer Seha.
Jacqueline Sanchez.
Rachel Jasmine Barron.
Angel T. Tochimani.
Mariam Khan.
Lizeth Mendez.
Kemi Nicole Ademuyiwa. Zakiat Amin.
Sadiel Sanchez. Danica Aguilar Marquez.
Abril Barsalobre. Sundus Marzuk Eleiti.
Hafsa Memon. Rose Hormis Tharakan.
Sarah Nadim Khalid. Renee Lei Jiang. Chloe Lowry. Mohammed Hatem Al-Tahir.
Araceli Mendoza.
Vanessa Jaime.
Meenakshi Nair.
Samar Hashimian.
Alyssa Amber Stroop. Victoria Villa.
Catherine Hernandez. Marina Nunes Lovato. Antonio Garcia. Adrian Corral.
Caitlin Ann Sims.
Kaylee Bell Landrum. Crystal Rose Gallegos Perez. Angela Mima Sarion Achanzar. Michael Kanya. Kaylee Michelle Knowles.
Alyssa Joellen Williams. Teresa Stefania Zepeda.
Ayomide M. Ashaolu. Nardos Eyasu.
Madeline Lee Wegerson.
Giselle Jalissa Fuentes. Yeon Jang. Jason Alexander Grubb. Victoria Cardenas Amin.
Daisy Villarreal. Kennedy M. Poe. Kayla Nicole Williams. Isabella M. Pena. Mia Beline Soto. Jacob Isaac Stern. Esther Mendez. Sayuri Takase.
Marlene Astrid Cortina. Sarah A. Alvarez. Mikael Katiana De Paz.
Manuel Damian Zavala.
Alejandro Gonzalez.
Areli Ortega Rodriguez.
Yesenia Raquel Garcia.
Jocelyn Torres Dominguez. Paula Aviola Paz.
Ellie Lynn Gasso.
Beatrice Carmen Singson.
Elizabeth Figueroa. Nicolette Ann Balk.
Aaliyah Maclet.
Johan Arzeta.
Taryn Woodard.
Melina Patricia Carvajal.
Alondra Lisbeth Maris Del Rio. Leah Denise Williams McGee. Tommy Tovar.
Jovan Jovanovic. Johnson P. Duchimaza.
Selena Sang. Stephanie E. Quezada. Clarissa L. O'Brien.
Elsa Ali. Yvette Angela Lentz. Jonathan Burbe. Maya Asfaw. Kayla Shanae Daly.
Claudia Zaragoza.
Jacqueline Gonzalez.
Juliana Ramirez.
Melanie Janelli Astudio.
Samantha Ortiz. Dylan J. Mohan.
Jonathan Alexis Lara. Lena Hassan Fatash. Abla M. Abdelkader.
Allison Perez. Nabiha Tabani.
Shabi Kazim Ali Khan.
Vanessa Wong.
Desiree Hernandez.
Michael Rodriguez Farias.
Griselda Delgado. Guadalupe Balderas Barragan.
Jocelyn Torres. Vanessa Isabella Murillo. Sharandra Soledad.
Tatiana Coral del Toro Rivera. Michelle Coyotal Rojas.
Jeanette Perez. Isabella Reyes.
Samuel Diaz.
Jonathan Gabriel Saez.
Celeste Azucena Carranza.
Eileen Yuan. Yashvi Rakesh Vaidya. Dana Sala Samara.
Angelica Isabel Elenes.
Alondra Regoza. Deanna Marie Rosa.
Natalie Michelle Capitello.
Sada F. Mohammed. Evelyn Y. Santos.
Alessia Choma Ezechuku. Grethel Yesenia Carrillo.
Marvin Manish Kumar Patel. Tien Vu.
Yusef Argadala. Benita Adikari. Emily Nicole Jaswilko.
Paulina Lucina Slovik. Logan Ryan Wires.
Abisola Oluwatoyin Jegede. Abigail Avitia. Carlos Daniel Garcia. Jocelyn Botello.
Nok Tran.
Caroline Cotto. Carolina Kubashik.
Maria Stefanova Chernodrinska.
Ricardo Gonzalez. Iman Hamad.
Cassandra Irene Rios.
Biological Sciences. Lauren C. Henich.
Tanvi Trupesh Patel.
Genesis Luke Malong Abad. Isabel M. Kapuska.
Hannah Christine Williams. Mia Noel Searcy.
Cynthia Luna.
Andra Amish Patel. Bisma Rishi. Ishika Patel.
Ann Bao Tweed Jung.
Hannah Ordinario Shea. Ragad M. Salman. Devanshi Patel. Trinity Michelle Winchell.
Brittany Michelle Serpa.
Rebecca Elena Rodriguez. Fernanda M. Mora.
Jocelyn Guzman. Dina Ahmed.
Adriana Villegas.
Julia Elizabeth Bakhta. Mervet Hanan Kadi. Islam Walid Alzabi.
Minahel Fatima Shabir. Yukta Patel.
Tracy Trin T. Duong.
Siya Rajesh Kumar Patel. Kayla Leilani Mendez.
Maha and Aoun. Yasmina Ishaq. Katayun Asre Shadid. Cassandra Lynn Buds. Kelly Alyssa Chan. Kerrigan Elise Yulon Hoffman. Alyssa Abigail Escamilla.
Zara Burhan Sajad. David A. Pastrana. Lexi Ruby Mena. Hazel Danielle Rodriguez.
Asil Al-Ramahi. Mumud Khalid Khatab. Jennifer Angeles.
Bianca Serafika. Lian Subay. Tahniat Nadim.
Parker Bryce Gillis. Nayird Acosta. Alex Jerabek.
Hani Karai. Trami Win. Priya Nimesh Patel. Liliana Pasillas.
Lubna Jalal Dache. Brennan Lee Kavanaugh.
Ana Karem Guzman Mendoza.
Basma S. Dahabur. Gladys E. Herrera.
Maram Firas Yasin.
Hannah Kate Gonzalez. Eduardo Crespo Jr. Sunny Y. Chen.
Monica Jocelyn Padilla. Hannah Marin Phillip. Disha Sharma. Caitlin Kasich O'Neill.
Gina R. Al-Hashmi. Dayanara Alexandra Flores.
Helen Fishal Malaki.
Holly Aduma Ajekun. Nana Ya Amwa Bwama Apadenchi. Victoria Nikolaeva Koleva. Jessica A. Yangari Gualpa. Caitlin Iden. Anastasia Danielle Castillo. Siricon Limplatia. Sea Hazel M. Javier.
Salma Sajad.
Sunny U. Alieva.
Alexandra Melnik.
Kevin Dominguez Reyes.
Vivian Lina Alegria Vidal.
Sarah W. Kidane. Safura Hassan. Gwendolyn Y. Bach. Matthew Bartholotti.
Serena Mustafa. Amina Mohammed Zubair. Aiden Andrew Manuel. Hamza Ziad Tamimi.
Rianne Atia. Omar B. Fauri. Rosh Selena Marie E. Gonzalez. Jin Hong.
Marissa Sosa. Victoria Pricina.
Shania Corden. Maria Guadalupe Jaimes. Victoria Tianjin Chen. Morgan L. Chinsky. Hazal Su Jaylan. Christina L. Harrington.
Bianca Benedetta Speroni. Rafe Mohammad Siddiqui.
Rafal Mark Balut. Haitham Ahmad.
Faraj Abdul Rahman Yassin.
Omar Ali.
Georgia Eleni Tasules.
Bruno Eduardo Yonki Pedrini. Nicholas Sem Hawk. Ethan Anthony Cruz.
Daniil Vasilievs. Adrian Vu.
Michael D. Demito. Moinuddin Arbaz Khan.
Kirsten Heaven K. Munar.
Justine Lee Castillo. Omar Loya.
Ashley Charlene Simon. Faith Naomi Silano Torres.
Claire Eliza Kizo Chong.
Isabella Alexis Slutsky. Manasvi Tumu.
Catherine Yong Ning Juan Gregory. Marielle Ferreira.
Kate Vashti Ramos Valencia. Saida Fatima Zera Kadri.
Raha Gudarzi.
Efratha Mulageta.
Timur Akbaro.
Reem B. Zaloom.
Eric Adu. Parneet Kular. Khalil Khalil.
Anthony Raymond Palisi. Alexander Terzakarian. Leopold Russell Salinas.
Karina Rose Bonilla. Samantha Bravo.
Camilo Alberto Medina.
Diana Chandraji Espen.
Yusra Yunus.
Brenda Arez.
Jayla Alice Mercado. Arlena Mercedes Ramirez.
Nicholas Anthony Blanchard. Adrian Joy Bungubung. Edith Barajas.
Jennifer C. Yamin. Kylie Faith Stellhorn. Leonardo Ruiz.
Jessica Brito.
Alejandra Serna.
Sanam Bazanpal. Dua Ansari.
Shafia Mehdi.
Jobaida Z. Jeba.
Heba M. Shribati.
Leen Abu Ghali. Nur Fatima Ali Akbar.
Sarah Wahid.
Manal Hamid. Kennedy Letitia Forbes.
Tia Amari Stewart.
Xavier Alonso de la Cruz. Srinivas Kumar. George Joseph. Christian Dahyun Kim. Daniel Liu. Puranjay Gupta. Sanjay Sridhar Ganesh. Moha Fatima Khan. Jasmine Gutierrez. Arden Jedovich. Mariam Azhar. Jordan Foyt,
Nancy Serrano Venegas. Jin Young Sun.
Heather Ali Assad, Saba Mariam Abubakar, Jordan Elise Johnson, Hadil Niyama Bilal, Luis Fernando Hernandez, Merwin Rian de Susai,
Christopher Paul Parambi.
Taylor Marie Curry,
David N. Pravinchandra. Faizan Shaukat Saifullah. Yusuf Abbas Suleiman. Ibrahim Saleh.
Salam Ahmed,
Ibrahim Mohammed Saeed. Daniel Ryan Tiu.
Sharik H. Baloch,
Mukram Samara. Tosif Patel. Mohammed Ramizuddin. Katrina Donato Puanco.
Simone Ishing Navarro Chang,
Sydney Milan Walker. Jana Ahmad Muaswes.
Ella N. Abushakra,
Chinan Rahman.
Muntaha Zarif Ahmed,
Priya Paresh Patel. Hala Bhupendra Patel. Shruti Keyur Patel.
Guntas Kaur, Savneet Kaur, Amaya Danielle Banda,
Dina Angel Pasumarthi. Hilary Vikram Patel.
Tarek Alnika Lee, Graciela Corral, Mark Johnson,
Sabrina Zhang. Jane Park.
Hannah J. Faruqi,
Andrea Anaya, Heather A. Cusco, Miguel A. Gonzalez, Carlos Holguin, Leston Tony Kandakuti,
Kushi K. Patel.
Gabrielle Hope Alcantara,
Manpreet Singh.
Nurgul Koyunju, Christian Pimentel Luna, Harsimran Kaur Lahal, Ananya Handa,
Dathan Paul Maitan.
Zahia Lutfi,
Dana Y. Quad.
Serena El Haj, Hadel Bani Bakr,
Olivia Victoria Piotrowski. Tasneem M. Salem.
Samantha M. Guargas, Ann Joy, Azania Atif, Nasaya Gabrielle Jones,
Shreya Patel.
Iris Liu, Karen L. Hammond, Shamita Kanagala,
Yumna Siddiqui.
Siona Mary Kampukal, Alexandra Bigbulatova,
Melissa Ortiz.
Steffi Gabriel, Jobran Abo,
Vincent Zhang. Niharika Panda. Isabella Nieves. Pareen Rakesh Kumar Patel. Dhanvi Birju Pai Patel.
Serena Syed Ahmad.
Jason James Whitehair. Zinat Mustafa Muhammad.
Ele Sinan Kort. Noor M. Adi. Tanya Arellano. Umaima Arif. Rafal Amjed Al-Friji.
Aisha Samreen.
Maria Helena Camargo Pachan.
Lana Mala. Carla Yvette Merlos.
Teresa Abigail Hernandez.
Jamal T. Sharif.
Daniel Armendaris.
Melanie Rendon.
Jamie Gutierrez.
Bella Vita Montero.
Joanna Gonzalez.
Joshua R. Patino. Allison Han Tang. Ian Christian Gerard Moran.
Jeffrin Johnson.
Dia Brian Patel.
Reem Awad. Priscilla Bautista. Mansi Bagri. Caroline Jacqueline Glad.
Zulema Morales. Yusra Tahir.
Fevzi Gyube Osman.
Jia Manhar Patel. Ria Makim.
Nitya Y. Jani.
Bart Jacob Prizitula.
Amin Mohammad Chehade. Basel El Masalhi. Omar Moayed Abu Saleh.
Vidushi Riva Shrivastava.
Avdan Suren Kandikatu.
Mehek Anurag Taneja.
Madina Bonu Ashurova. Nivedha Gayatri Krishnan.
Pranav Arun Nair. Paula Bello Martinez.
Denise Carreto Munoz.
Naomi Marongo.
Dallas Bryn Foster. Emily Hernandez.
Dea Cristina Petila Mercado. Leila Q. Qureshi.
Zainab Ahmed.
Isha Zahuruddin.
Fatima Ali. Pranav Botu.
Arnav Shandilia.
Michael Cody Ganzorig.
Ellie Jane McDonald. Diamond Mitchell. Sabira A. Taiwo. Hanya Aisha Quadri.
Juan Alanis.
Ann Nok Win.
Andrew J.
Julius Mendoza.
Nicole Jadrezic.
Alejandra Torres.
Jimena Esparza. Aizirek Hasanova. Haley K. Cowing.
Deja Morrison. Eliza Pugatsevich.
Jacob Ajith Epen. Zaria L. George.
Adam O'Day. Mohammed A. Shalem.
Cynthia Lawrence. Ranjana Sanali Dewan.
Palacia Safina Taylor. Angel C. Milton. Shoya Tia Robinson. Fabian Sotelo. Omar Moreno Guevara. Jennifer Nicole Magana. Barka Vimalkumar Patel. David Ortega.
Jacob A. Dior.
Michael Suruvka.
Daniel Robert LaJoya.
Daniel Olivas.
Alan Dizdarovich.
Mahmoud M. Mosa.
Divina Koshal. Alyssa Maria de la Rosa.
Victoria Villa. Youssef Yasser Mohammad.
Amna Rahama Dafala. Nicole Bortnowski.
Tiffany Nari Rodriguez. Waipaying.
Yasmin Osama Al-Hanawi. Janine Aldik. Hafsa Zarnain Ahmed. Elizabeth Marie Kobo. Noma Basharet.
Milo Sibel Pacheco.
Stefan Lashawn Carr. Adewale Adedolapo Kuti.
Naya Christina Velez.
Savannah Rose Bishop.
Dara Marai. Disha Patel. Tala Safi. Kira Mael Strong.
Aranza El Heredia. William Alcantar. Zara A. Krubeck. Matthew Donald Hansen. Lisbeth Lopez.
Renee Asare Owusu. Ni En Win. Sarah Velasco. Abigail Marie Martinez.
Kimberly Briat Aguirre.
Devin Kayur Shah.
Rawan Galhoum.
Tina Tari Veron.
Kiara Dorch.
Jasenia Indalira Nieto Pellicer.
Giselle Juarez.
Fatima Sultana.
Homam Adam.
Haitham Yassin.
Zainab Nur Bagis. David Long Din. Christopher Ikechukwu Amadi. Lamaria Kimberly Caldwell.
Armando Samano. Sebastian A. Morales Liscano.
Medina Karich. Farheen Zainab Khan.
Maeve McBroom Mangan.
Genesis Getsemani Alameda.
Sophia Nungarai.
Dina Hanan Asredam.
Anthony Murshed. Kesave Kamlesh Patel.
Rifat Haq.
All right. As you are able, this is the high point. This is it, folks. Doctoral candidates, please rise and remain standing. Master's candidates, please rise and remain standing. Bachelor's candidates, please rise and remain standing. Chancellor Miranda, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these doctoral, master's, and bachelor's candidates for the corresponding degrees for which they stand.
Upon these recommendations and by authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degrees for which you have been presented and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of those degrees. Congratulations!
Bachelor's degree candidates. This is it. Bachelor's degree candidates, you may now move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations! Please be seated. I would like to conclude by thanking our keynote speaker, Professor Torres, once again for her remarks today. Thank you as well to the amazing UIC staff members whose efforts made today's celebration possible. UIC staff members contribute in so many important ways to the function of our enormous and complex institution, and we owe them our gratitude for their excellence. Can we give our staff a round of applause? And one last time, and let's bring the house down with this, congratulations to the class of 2025.
Congratulations to all of our graduates. Let's give the new graduates another round of applause. All right, graduates, I have two final requests. One is to please remain seated until the platform party and faculty have recessed. And two, you have a backstage pass. You can exit through the backstage area to get to a secret passageway to immediately get you to the outside, so I please invite you to do so afterwards. Families and guests, please meet your graduates outside on Harrison Street. Marshals, please lift your banners and escort the platform party. The 2025 commencement ceremony is now adjourned. Congratulations once again to all the graduates, the families and friends. Exercise caution on leaving the arena. Thank you.